Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks, anywhere from Spotify to YouTube to Instagram. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California in the San Gabriel Valley. That gentleman out there is
Skip Falconer in Los Angeles, California.
If you see both of us with a really dumb face, if you're watching us on YouTube and you see this really stupid smile on our face, it's because we've been so happy going through the journey of Nueve Tequila, and we've fallen all over ourselves with the quality of the Blanco, the boldness of the Reposado, and now this is the Anejo. It is again a dark Anejo, at least in the bottle.
At least in the bottle.
Now we were surprised because we poured the Repo and it was much lighter in the glass. We're just going to, before we go, if you haven't watched the other two reviews, that's okay. If you're just an Anejo guy, fine. Welcome in. And we're just going to pop the cork. I just broke the seal off mine off camera because I don't like wrestling for 20 minutes with cellophane. And I'm going to pour mine in a Glencairn because...
And that's where I'm going.
Yep, that's where he's going. Skip likes his Glencairns, man. And that's okay because... both of those are made by Stossel, and we appreciate Stossel with the Jarrito and also the Glencairn. Glencairn is a much more versatile glass than you think.
We're going to use that Glencairn for Jack Daniels single barrel ones. I said, now I'm just going to use my Glencairn for whiskey.
There you go. Now the color on this one is pretty much identical to what's in the bottle, I will say.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Whoa, boy, those legs and tears are forming quickly. That Blanco was kind of shy. That took a while for it to have some legs and tears that would form. But the Reposado was quick.
Yeah, and this is quick.
Now, I'm not sure if you folks can see that on my camera. I might not have the lighting that
look at those.
Yeah, they're very pretty. It's visually stunning. It's got everything you're looking for in a tequila, that in an añejo, in the legs, just in the legs and tears anyway. Beautiful color. You know what? This is almost brassy.
Yes.
You know, it's got like slightly red highlights. I don't know if you can see that it's virtually the same color as what it is in the bottle. Which is weird because a Reposado was even much lighter in the glass. And that's a light Reposado.
Right.
Wow. Holy cats. Somebody turned up the volume on the Reposado. It went from 5 to 10 right away. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm getting honey. I'm getting honey notes, clover honey.
There is butterscotch in here also.
Yep. You know, Skip leans toward that sweet side. He's got those aromas and flavors he can pull out in a
any day.
Wow, this is so mellow and sweet. It's almost like a creme brulee. Only maybe, you know what? Maybe a little bit lighter. Not so much creme brulee. Let's go flan. Let's go flan. Creme brulee is a little bit
caramel. And you're still getting the cooked agave.
It's a much richer aroma that we're getting. It's again, it's what we saw in the Reposado, only amped up.
Sophisticated lady.
It's deep and rich. This is, it almost smells like a dessert.
Yeah.
But it's not cloying. Okay, and let me clarify that. According to their website, and according to their label, they are additive free. They claim that without the additive free verification seal, which is fine with me because This is coming from Rancho Miravalle. That distillery is known for organic tequilas only. They have never used additives. There's no reason why they should start now. This is owned by Enrique Partida, who has made Azuñia and still makes it for the new company that owns it now. Skip and I, when we started this journey with the Blanco, they used to make Regional, and that was my introduction to tequilas from Amatitan, which is where this is coming from. So,
yeah, no, 1426.
That is Agaveros Unidos de Amatitan. So it's a kind of it sounds like a co-op. Wow, that is just gorgeous.
Oh yeah, man.
It's got that clover, orange, honey.
I'm getting something else out of here. I can't.
I will say on the Blanco, I never experienced anise. That's okay. I'm all right with that. We did get spearmint. We did get some of that. We did get some herbaceousness, earthy too. The Blanco was earthy. So this is way sweeter on the nose though.
Yeah, this is yeah.
And it's almost whiskey sweet, not bourbon sweet like we got on the Repo.
Well, it's rested 2 years in American oak.
Okay. All right. That's about right. This looks about a 2-year-old.
Yeah, it got to be used.
Would you say used or new?
You think new?
I don't know, because I know the Repo was probably looked and reacted like it was used. So yeah. Let's just go used. Let's just say it's going to progress that way. Wow, that is just gorgeous. Each one of these had a beautiful nose. You could just nose it all day. You could just keep it, let it open and let it open. Oh, and the Blanco was very shy. It took a while for it to open up and bloom.
But it was very nice and bold.
Oh yeah. You know, the character coming out of the bottom of this glass, I'm getting more like the dried fruit.
Like a fig.
Yeah. Or plums, you know, something like that. It's kind of borderline between stone fruit and dried fruit. Okay. It's kind of like on the borderline. That dried fruit, sometimes you get when it's aged a little bit longer, you have an extra añejo. Okay. This is kind of, you know how we had pear and apple in the Repo? This would be like plums and figs and anything, maybe like an apricot.
Something toasty in there, man.
That's got to come from the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. There might be from the char of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to dive in.
Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Wow. Skip. This was at the same time was bold. Now we got a little bit more hot cinnamon. The black pepper turned into a little bit more cinnamony.
Yeah.
For me. And the finish is longer for me, but it was silky. It almost bordered on velvety.
Very velvety. Yes.
Okay. And that's surprising to me because of the pepper.
Long finish.
Yeah. But it was a beautiful combination of the cinnamon, the hot cinnamon pepper, and the velvet as it went past the palate. That was like, I don't think I've ever had that, because usually you get one or the other. The pepper maintains itself so long that it doesn't, but this one had that velvety, creamy, finish to it.
Yeah, it was really creamy.
And remember I said it smells like creme brulee, but it was too deep for creme brulee. it was more like flan. But now that I've had the intake, now that we've had the first pass, it went from flan to creme brulee. Okay.
It was kind of, I got vanilla and I got that toasted. I'm trying to figure out what is that?
Well, like almonds, because you said you got butterscotch on the nose.
Yeah.
So maybe in the past, the
I don't get
butterscotch turns to like a toast. What?
I don't get butterscotch on the pass.
No, I don't either. I got it on the nose, but see that's just it. What is it's evolving even from the nose to the palate, it evolved again. You know, the translation is beautiful. It speaks all kinds of languages to me. Now, let me ask you this. You pointed out a discrepancy from the website to what's to the Mar Imports website and their website, the Nueve website.
Right.
I'm going to ask you again. Is this French oak or not?
No, I don't think so.
See, Skip knows. Skip knows. We need to get you a T-shirt that says Skip knows French oak, because he does.
No,
just he can detect it a mile away.
No, I don't think, neither in the nose or the palate.
Yeah. Now
there's nothing in here that says French oak.
My selection of cigars has just switched from the Reposado to this one.
Yeah.
When this one would go well with that Cuban that I mentioned when I talked about the Reposado. That Cuban was a lot milder than because it's been a long time since I've had a Cuban. And this one, the Cuban I had was much milder. And I said that this was probably the tequila, the Reposado was probably too bold, that I would go maybe with a Nicaraguan. The Cuban would go delightful with this.
Yeah, this is sophistication number 12.
Yeah. This is what is Chanel number 5 just went up 2 more notches, you know. And it keeps opening up. It keeps evolving. It keeps changing. It's morphing into something else. And that's what the beauty of this of tequila anyway, folks. If you spend more time with it, you keep discovering new things out of it. You know, sometimes in the same pour. You just go back to it, spend some time with it. That's the beauty of these reviews, folks, is to show you how to be more with yourself and with any juice. You know, whether it's a good juice, not so good, mediocre. The longer you stick with it, the more you'll be able to form an informed opinion as to whether you would spend money on it or not.
Yeah.
You know, what you would do with it. Some of these mainstream tequilas are great in cocktails. And that's what they're made for, because we know 80% of the stuff that's imported into the US is stuff being tequila is in a cocktail. You could make a great old fashioned or a Latin Manhattan. This would be perfect with Latin Manhattan. Would you do it? I wouldn't do it. What's our price point, Skip? Break my heart, will you?
Okay. Oh my.
Okay, he says. You be the hatchet man. Go right ahead.
120 to 120.99 to about 139.99.
Woo! Hey, those are fighting words, folks. But
now, Old Town has it for 110.
Do it. Back up the truck at 110 with this kind of quality. You are getting extra añejo quality.
Yes.
In an añejo, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that? Because I said, I'll reiterate that the fruit, the stone fruit we were getting is kind of like halfway between stone fruit and dried fruit. The dried fruit you would get in an extra añejo. We've had that. You and I've had that. We've had several extra añejos, even separately and together, where you get the dried fruit, and you expect that with an older aged tequila. This is right on that borderline where you're getting kind of a nice dovetail of both. So why not pay for it? I say 110 is a steal, man.
Yeah, well, some of the stuff that's out there, yeah.
Oh yeah, you and I have had stuff
that's paying more for
diffuser jive. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you probably I know you still have some of that bottle left. And
no, I gave it away.
Oh, did you? Good man. Give it away. Here, give it away now. Do like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and give it away.
This one?
Yeah.
No way, Jose.
If you're listening to us on the podcast, Skip is hugging his tequila in the crook of his arm. That's exactly what you should be doing. Wow. I got it. We just had one pass. I've only had one pass.
Well, I've had two.
Well, I'm gonna join you. Here we go. Let's just do this one more time. Wow. Organic, additive free, coming from the Partida family. Only a handful of tequilas come out of there, 5 of them. Not a big maquiladora. He's an agavero to begin with. It's owned by Enrique Partida, who made Regional and Azuña. He continues to make Azuña for the new company that owns it. Wow. Hey, Brand of Promise nominee.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
In the Anejo category, it's going to knock your socks off. And we've also nominated it for packaging as well. Look at this packaging. You're not just getting a pretty bottle though, folks. You're getting something. By the way, if you're a bar manager, this is going to feel really great in your hands. It's an easy pour.
Oh yeah.
Just again, we've warned you about the cork. For some reason, the cork likes the Repo, the Blanco and the Repo like to pop up. The Anejo,
don't want you to close. Don't want you to close it up.
Yeah, it just wants you to share it with other people. Yeah. But if you're a bar manager, just be careful. You might want to keep that. If you're not getting asked for it a lot, you might want to make sure you seal it properly. I'm not sure why this is doing what it's doing, but who cares? It's great juice. If you're an Enrique Partida fan, if you're an Azuña fan, if you remember Regional, I said in my review with the Blanco, I say it's kind of a cross between Regional and Azuña, but it's got its own vibe too. A stellar line. It's worth every penny. Each one of those. And
I'm getting the lip numbness.
Oh, I can't get enough of this juice. It is, and it's got that old school feel to it, but it's got a modern look too. Regional was very old school for me. I mentioned this in the Blanco review. It's where I was introduced to Amatitan tequila and fell in love with it, that flavor profile. Because of the minerality, which you got some of that in the Blanco.
Yeah.
The earthiness. I think we got more earthiness in this Blanco than I remember in Regional. I would love to run into another bottle of Regional. I used to get them. We could find them for dirt cheap, even at the 1.75 a liter bottles of Regional. It's like, oh man! And I think I still have a couple of empties in my storage unit here. Just delightful tequila, and that I know that this has come from the same guy. I'm sold, folks. These are people with pedigree. Go get it. Don't hesitate. In fact, if you have some and you're watching us on YouTube, leave us a comment. Tell us what you're doing with it.
Tell us what you like about it.
Yeah, please do. Hit the notification bell, give us a like, subscribe. Don't be afraid. Well, unless you're afraid of commitment, then don't subscribe. But, subscribe. A lot of the people that watch us are not subscribers. Please subscribe because you're missing out. We stream every month, the first of every month, everything that we reviewed the month before. So you can literally binge watch us, binge drink. Okay, so follow Skip on his Instagram. He's Tequila Sensei. You can follow me on Timber Elk, but why bother? Follow Tequila Aficionado on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. We're everywhere. But that's our take. That's our take on Nueve Uno. I'm going to hold up this bottle again so you guys get a good look. You oak heads are going to love this tequila.
And can I say thank you to Alex?
Yeah,
for
Alex
getting
Bach,
this out so quickly.
Alex Bach, who I've known, I guess I've known for years. We've communicated off and on for years. He made this happen like within a day, and that's why we jumped on this one right away, because it's rare that we get this kind of it's rare that we get bottles so quickly. Some samples take a lot longer for us to receive, but this one was well worth jumping into right away.
Oh my goodness.
This is the end of March. By the time you folks see this, it could be like July, okay? Because we're booked with so many submissions at this point. But if you see it sooner, go get it. And if you do have it, tell us what you do with it. But that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in the San Gabriel Valley of Southern California. That guy out there is
Skip Falconer in Los Angeles, California.
You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on all of our networks and platforms, from Spotify to YouTube to Instagram. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for checking in with us. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.